Hey guys, welcome back to Fam Sports Patriots. Today we're just going to kind of discuss what we're looking for in training camp. It's week 2, so we're going to go over what we've kind of seen already. Drake May's been struggling a little bit, but Jacoby Brissett has been that leader that he needs to be, and it's kind of pulled him out of it. Anytime he struggles earlier in the week, he usually finishes. The last couple of weeks, he's finished the week really strong. First week, he looked really good, put pads on. I think getting that noise around him probably spooked him a little bit, and he made some throws that he probably shouldn't have. Jacoby Brissett is set up and has stood up and kind of been that leader for him and Milton. Milton is a guy that I think is going to be quarterback 3 and will be able to do a lot of stuff with him, but unfortunately he will be that quarterback that's sitting on the bench and kind of looking and reading the offense. And I wouldn't be crazy, it wouldn't be a crazy thing to see Milton actually get his own plays where he goes in and certain sets, that's going to be the Milton set or whatever, kind of like what you saw with Cordell Stewart before Cordell Stewart became Slash and the full-time starter with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Would not be surprised Joe Milton would do that at all. Patriots are not going to carry 4 quarterbacks. Bailey Zappi, your bags are packed. You are gone. And I think I can speak with everybody with Patriot Nation. We're glad to put that chapter behind us and move forward with Drake May, Jacoby Brissett, and Milton. So, and then the biggest thing is going to be the wide receiver room. Obviously, you have your 3 that are going to be guaranteed roster spots. You got your Pop Douglas. He's been balling out. Your 2 rookies with Baker and Polk, also very good receivers. Those are your 3 locks. Your 4th guy, it's kind of up in the air. Juju and Rieger are probably out, and Thornton is probably in. Thornton's probably had his best. And KJ Osborne. So you got KJ Osborne. Okay, so you got those 3 that are absolute locks. Then you got KJ Osborne. He'll make the roster. He's been actually doing really well lately. He had a slow camp, not a bad camp, but a slow camp, and it's kind of picked up towards now. And I think he's just gonna, as he learns the offense, he's gonna be more successful. I think the Vikings really lost something there, but they are sitting with Addison and Jefferson. So do they really need him? Share the love. We appreciate Minnesota for that. And then you have Bourne as well. Bourne was rumored to kind of maybe be in that mix for Ayuk, but as you guys know, we are no longer in the running for Ayuk because Ayuk said, I don't want to move to New England. It's too cold. So some people can't hack it. That's football weather. Ayuk, not a football player, I guess. I think you can probably go on tour as Madonna, pre-Madonna. You can be the opening act. We'll call him pre-Madonna. So, but those last spot is kind of open right now. I think it's closed for the most part. I think Thornton's going to get that last spot. He's had a great camp, probably his best one out of the 3 years. And he has said, he put on 9 pounds of muscle. This guy, he still looks lean, but we went to a couple games last year and he was sticks, man. Like it was like me drawing stick figures when I was a 3rd grader. I still probably can't draw an actual person, but that's what he looked like. He put on 9 pounds of muscle, though. You can see it. You can tell he's bodying people up. He's out jumping people, and he's probably been the best receiver and at least the most consistent receiver besides Pop Douglas during camp. So I think good things are happening for Thornton if he can stay motivated and keep going in this route. Also, another big question mark is the O-line. They did bring in a couple of linemen to kind of get set, kind of set up the system, but so far it's decent. I think they're going to have a very decent O-line. I don't think they're not going to excel by any means, but I think they're going to be good enough where if our running game can get started, Jacoby can kind of take over and move the pocket a little bit and then buy some time and be able to throw the ball downfield. I don't think you're going to see any deep shots right away, but I do think once the safety starts creeping up, because let's be real, Stevenson either had a really bad year or he had a really good couple of years. I think Stevenson's going to be the guy, but I do think Stevenson's going to go back to old. We'll be able to get the running game, and then Gibbs is a huge addition to that running game. So I don't think the O-line has to be great. They just have to do their job, and I think they will, and eventually it'll succeed. So once they get the running game, obviously then the passing game follows. Jacoby Brissett, I don't think he's going to be a world beater, but he'll definitely do the job that he needs to do, be that veteran leader, win the games that he needs to win. And the biggest thing is he's not going to make the mistakes that Mac Jones and Bailey Zappi continuously made over and over again. So Patriot fans that had to go out and buy new TVs last year because of hitting them, throwing them, whatever you guys did to them, I think this might, Jacoby Brissett might save you a couple bucks, and you won't have to beat the TV every Sunday watching the Patriots, because that was rough last year. I think I went through 3 TVs, remotes and everything. Yeah. So that is the one big thing, big question mark is the offensive line, but it has gotten better. Cole Strange is out for the year. And then the defensive line, with Barmore with the blood clots, it's going to be a huge loss. But I do think Keon White stepping up and becoming that outside rusher and being able to move everybody down to fill that gap. I don't want to say we didn't lose anything, because you can't replace a Christian Barmore. You can't at all. And I hope he gets better, and I hope he does it right. Don't rush back. We want you 100% healthy. We want this taken care of, because it can become a huge issue going down the line. So Christian Barmore, get better, and Keon White will fill that role for right now. But that role is yours when you get better and you get back. Just kind of like Andrews, when Andrews was out, his kid was sick. So hopefully, we wish you the best there and hope your kid gets better. But it's nice to see Andrews back. We need that veteran's presence in the locker room, and that's what makes the O-line a little bit better. I am jumping back and forth from the O-line to the D-line, but I think they're kind of consistently one. So those are your 2 big question marks. The biggest one is Judon had a good conversation. So with Judon and that outside rush, that'll help the D-line immensely. The defense, it's going to be a top 5 defense, let's be real. So that takes a lot of pressure off Jacoby Brissett. Jacoby Brissett sat in Miami with not a very good defense, Cleveland with a decent defense, not elite. So I think telling Jacoby Brissett, hey, you got to score 14 or 21 points to win games, I think that's going to be a huge load off his shoulders, where he's not in there going into a shootout. Unfortunately, we are in the AFC East, and shootouts will happen. Miami, Buffalo, I wouldn't be surprised at all if we had to score, 35 to beat teams like that. But consistently, I think if he puts up 14 to 21 points, we'll be in much better situations. Gonzalez has stepped up great for the defense as well. He's going to be a lockdown corner. He's the closest thing to Darrelle Revis that we've seen. He only played a couple downs, but let's be real, he's Defensive Player of the Year, definitely Rookie Defensive Player of the Year, on pace to, until he got hurt. It's good to see him back. And overall, I think the training camp was really good. We had some chippy incidences, which make me think that we're competitive. We care. The last couple of years, nobody cared. We kind of walked through it, went through the motions, and then went to the season and knowing we're going to be bad. No one seemed to really care. I think this year they actually care. Travis Hunter has gotten into it with a couple people, and there's been some other incidents where they've actually got ejected from training camp. So I do think that this will be a good thing, and overall, the Patriots training camp was a successful one. Now we just need to extend Judon and make him a Patriot for life, and then we can move on from that drama. But that being the only drama at Patriots training camp really is good, because around the league, there's tons more drama. I would hate to be the 49ers right now. I would hate to be the Pittsburgh Steelers right now. One guy wants to get traded, and one guy knows he's probably going to get traded. Apologize. Hunter Henry got into a couple scuffles. My kid's right over there, and he's a huge Travis Hunter fan. But Hunter Henry got into a couple scuffles. He did re-sign, so he wants to be here. He wants to win, and he wants to win with New England, and that's a great thing to see. I think Mayo will be an amazing coach. You're not going to find a better defensive-minded coach in the NFL. And if anything, he's just going to make the defense that much better. And I think these players are actually relating to Mayo a little bit better than Belichick. Well, a lot better than Belichick. But I do think that overall the Patriots training camp has been a successful one. I will keep you updated more on what's going on with New England. And watch Thornton. Thornton's going to be a guy to watch, keep your eye on, because I think he might have a big year. He definitely has the capabilities of having a big year. I just think that he hasn't had the opportunity. So If you have any comments or anything, just leave it down in the comment section. Like and subscribe for more Patriot content.